Take me back to 2011 and even a little bit before then, when you started to get the motivation where you realized that there was really a need to help caregivers. They weren't getting the attention that they needed.
Right. Well, my husband, Bob, was hospitalized at Walter Reed Military Hospital about 5 years ago for an extended period of time, actually for 11 months. And of course, I was there constantly, and I got to know many of the wounded warriors and their caregivers, the young spouses in their 20s, 30s, some mothers and dads as well, taking care of the wounded. And as I really began to develop a friendship with them, I invited them to go out to dinner just to get them out of the hospital room for a night, you know. And I learned what they were trying to handle, and it was incredible. Many of them were concerned that they had different systems of health care to coordinate. In other words, their loved one had experienced multiple injuries, wounds, and illnesses, and therefore they were trying to coordinate across healthcare systems with different structures. Very, very confusing. Being so young in their 20s, they hadn't had a lot of experience with these issues, and they were raising children. So this really touched my heart deeply.
Which led you to launch the Hidden Heroes campaign.
That's right, yes, because this is a societal crisis. With these young caregivers, imagine being in your 20s and suddenly the life that you had planned is changed overnight, and it's so sudden the way it hits. They need help just understanding how to deal with the initial caregiving. They're not trained as caregivers. Nor are they trained in legal and financial matters. And so it's almost overwhelming what they're dealing with.
So you said there's at least 5.5 million, if not more, caregivers
right.
across the United States.
Military caregivers.
What specifically do you feel that they need, and where does Hidden Heroes come in?
I think that they need, first of all, to have an opportunity to communicate with other caregivers who have similar challenges. We have a new state-of-the-art website, hiddenheroes.org. Caregivers can find a whole community, scores of other caregivers that they can relate to, share problems, discuss issues, have a strong shoulder to lean on if they're going through a tough time.
So you've also been the first female senator of North Carolina. You ran the Red Cross. What is more difficult, being holding these titles or being a caregiver?
Well, you know, I love this mission field. I feel, had I not been with my husband at Walter Reed for so many months, I would not have been aware of what's happening. And so I feel blessed to have this mission field, to be able to go to work every day looking for ways to provide the support for these caregivers, and I love that. But public service to me is just a wonderful way to give back for the blessings that we have in America.